All right, y'all. We finna discuss a huge topic. Now I know y'all been waiting on this video. How to escape the third dimension? That was easy. Well, it's easy if you a certain type of person. It's hard if you a certain type of person. Now, before I even mention how to escape the third dimension, it's not even really about escaping the third dimension because we live in the matrix. We live in the matrix. Motherfuckers gotta work. We gotta slave. We gotta do all type of shit just to live on a day-to-day basis. When it's free, it should be free everything. Nothing should cost money. Everybody should be living. Everything's supposed to be about consciousness. Everything is supposed to be from the internal. You know what I'm saying? Nothing should be super physical. You know what I'm saying? Physicality is needed. You know what I'm saying? Because without physical, it wouldn't really be emotions. Because the higher you get, the less emotional you become, and the more of a feeler you are, the more of an empath you become. So emotions and feelings are two totally different things. You got to understand that. A lot of people is walking around here with emotions. Oh, that's a motorcycle. I thought it was a car. I'm like, God damn, that motherfucker got some horsepower. That motherfucker, that's an engine. Nah, that's a motor. Well, what you got to understand about the world is that we live in it, and we can't complain about it. You can't complain about how shit is. You can't complain that you don't have this or you don't have that, when everything you need is really within here. You could switch your mindset. You could switch who you are. And don't switch because of I'm telling you to switch. Switch because you want to be a better person. You want to feel better on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? You want to become a healthier person or a better person. You know what I'm saying? So it's really easy. I'm gonna break this shit down for y'all. So if you really want to tap out of the third dimension, this is the last thing I have to say. If you somebody that are afraid to lose someone, or you are afraid to lose connections and afraid to lose people, click off this video. Don't even watch this shit. Because if you are somebody that depends on friends, or you depend on people to be happy, when you make this switch, you will be the attention. You will be the life of the party. People will start to depend on you. So if you're somebody that depend on other people, this is not for you. You know what I'm saying? If you depend on the world and the system, this is not for you. And I have to give this disclaimer because people be jumping into shit that they're not ready for. This should be a conscious decision. This should be your choice to elevate and move to higher things in life. This is what people call a spiritual experience, or a spiritual awakening, or connecting with God. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna jump into the video. Now, first things first is you're gonna lose a lot of connections because the third dimension is people, possession, and things. You know what I'm saying? It is the basis of humanity. Most of the world clings on to the root chakra in the first place. They cling on to this shit. They don't know how to escape that animalistic beast self. You see some fat ass, your first thought is, damn, I'm trying to fuck that. In the third dimension, if you a man, and this still normal for me. I still do it. I see some fat ass, I'm like, damn, I'm trying to hit that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can't understand. Most people can't, separate themselves from that feeling. You know what I'm saying? So you probably gonna go into that conversation if you go up to her thinking about sex, thinking about what you want from her, like she's a possession, like she's an object. But once you escape the matrix, once you escape this way of living and this way of thinking, yeah, you may have that thought like, damn, she bad, I'm trying to fuck. But you're not gonna go into the conversation with that in mind. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna talk to her in a way to where she's learning from you, or whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be so solely focused on what she could do for you. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go into the conversation expecting something out of it. And that's something that third dimensional people, they cling on to this shit. Why you think most of the world look up to celebrities and look up to these people with lots of money and status and wealthy? Because they are stuck in a way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Just because someone is famous do not make them a good person. They may be doing a service that you need, that you love. You know what I'm saying? That's why you fuck with them, because of the service that they provide. But when you being yourself, you start to value different things. You do. And it's going to be natural. Like when you make this switch, you're going to start to value different things. You're going to start to pay attention to how you feel around people, and to pay attention to how you feel on a regular basis. So you're not going to be making decisions based off of, okay, this can give me this can give me that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that escapes the third dimension, they're not going to be a doctor just because of the money. They doing it because this is what's making them happy. This is what's really fulfilling their hopes and dreams. It's more about what they want to become and what they want to do for the world, for society. That is going to be your new mission. It's going to be something to provide, something you love to do. It's not going to be just about money no more. So if you're all about money and bands and, you know what I'm saying, possessions and, oh, I got this or I got that, I'm riding in this and I'm riding in that, you're not going to be thinking like that anymore. Cars are going to become cars, sports, and certain shit in this world that you are going to, I'm not going to say completely lose interest in, because I see a nice car, it's like, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You wealthy in life. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to just lose yourself. You're going to understand what this means. But you're just not going to have so much value. You're not going to care too much because, look, if I got my own vehicle, it's probably not the nicest looking whips, but it get me to point A to point B. When you think a certain way, you are so physically attached to something. You want to prove to other people that you have made it, or you want to prove that you got it like that. When you go within yourself, you don't have to prove shit anymore because you such a cool person within. You so cool with yourself, you love yourself to the point to where you don't give a fuck about what other people think, because you in love with yourself, and that's the only thing that matters. It starts somewhere. When you escape the third dimensional way of thinking, things are not physical anymore. This is why people call it a spiritual awakening in the first place, because it's not physical no more. You're not just looking at somebody, if they look good, you just gonna hit. It don't work like that no more, buddy. So if you a sex addict, or you love having sex and you love fucking these bad bitches that you think is bad bitches, these motherfuckers be succubuses. They be drainers. They don't have no life or fucking personality outside of sex. I was just at the pool and this bitch bad. I'm talking about, think of a dark skin. Bro, she's like a dream for most people. This bitch dark. Talking about chocolate. Bad as a bitch. I'm talking about fun and shit. She screaming my name, making me feel good. You know, well, I said that like we was in bed or something like that, but she was just, the type of person I am is, when I go somewhere, people notice me or they remember me from the last encounter, so they be happy to see me. But when I went to the pool, she screaming my name, and the first time I met her, I didn't really get to talk to her specifically, but I was talking to the friend group that she was with. You see what I'm saying? But she bad as fuck. She a 9 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? And she got that. She has a dump truck, my nigga, and I can't make this shit up. She got a dump truck. But when I was talking to her and conversating with her yesterday, I realized in my head that, man, this not even a girl I would fuck with. I wouldn't even have sex with her. I wouldn't even stick my dick in her. You know what I'm saying? It is because I'm actually looking at her for what she is. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. You're not going to just be so physically in tune with shit no more. She going to have to, if you a man, she going to have some type of smartness about her, or some characteristics outside of this world. You're not going to be so in love with these bad bitches no more. These bad bitches ain't going to be shit anymore. You're going to be able to just say no. You could say no to sex. You could say no to, you know what I'm saying, this or that. You're going to be able to save your life force. Now, that's another thing. If you a man, bro, and you want to escape this world and you really want to connect with something higher, bro, save your nut. Save your shit. Now, YouTube be on my ass. So this is nicotine. This is a cigarillo. This is a cigarillo. You can't demonetize my shit. This really that. But when you do shit, you gonna start doing shit for you, and you gonna start being happy more. Like I said, you're not gonna be so physically in love with these bitches no more, because you're gonna start seeing the real them. Once you get to see the real version of somebody, it's a better experience overall too. Because you see, the thing with this world is a lot of people are putting on a persona. They don't know their real self. They never got a chance to meet they self because they too busy. What you gotta understand about this world is that the world is its aim is to take you away from yourself. from loving yourself, from appreciating yourself and telling yourself that you can do it. A lot of y'all got that mindset that you can't do it because you're not in the right position, when that is a lie. You could be in any position to become whatever you want. It's a mindset. You can make it happen. You just got to put yourself out there. Look, you could call it God, you could call it the universe. This is not the point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to say the word God just for as a spiritual enhancement, for a spiritual enlightenment, because I understand that people, you know, are still on that wavelength of God. You know what I'm saying? Being the most high, the most high. You know what I'm saying? I just say the most high. You know, as a good person, as a spiritual acclamation, as somebody that has power over them. When I'm trying to tell you, that's not how the world works. Nobody has power over anybody, and it shouldn't be that way. Look at all the things that the world has to do just for you to accept the world. You know what I'm saying? Because once you go on this enlightenment, you completely see that the world is reversed. It's in reverse order. Everything is backwards. Nothing is straightforward. You know what I'm saying? So what you got to understand is, when you go on this journey and when you go on this mission, you have to find something that you love doing, that you are passionate about, because you can find yourself going on a deep end. It's plenty of people that aren't ready for this, that jump into this and they think that they're ready for it, but they not. This world is way crazier and way deeper than you think, but we not here to talk about that. We here to get you on the right path. In my eyes, the right path is finding yourself and loving yourself. That's what the right path is to me. That internal heat, that internal sense of feeling good on a regular basis. You're not worried about nobody. You love yourself unconditionally. That's the position you want to be in life. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is, like I said, media, sports. You know what I'm saying? Social media. The way you interact with social media. Social media don't run you no more. You don't feel like you got to post pictures, and you're going to start living in the moment. You're not going to be posting that much anymore. You're going to find yourself being off of social media and losing connections and friends. It just is what it is. It comes with this. Because you're going to start to permeate a different energy. And people love to be around people that are on the same wavelength as them. It's just natural. It's the natural orders of the world. We all want to have a connection with the people we talking to. So, of course, we're going to want to be around like-minded individuals. So if you on a specific level and you going through shit in life and you going up in life, it's just like a race. You know, when the motherfuckers is racing, the person that's the fastest, that's accomplished the most, that's the most disciplined, and that works out and do his things and keep moving forward in life, he don't have time to look back. In a race, that's the number one thing the coaches tell you. Well, that's at least what they told me. Never look back. Always keep pushing forward. And that's true on this journey. So when you rising and you like I said, when you on top, when you winning in the race, they just not going to be able to keep up with your speed because you still going. That's how this shit work. So if you elevating in life and they not, the connections, you going to start seeing it for what it is. It's like, man, why am I wasting my time? Either that's how it's going to work, or B, you're going to be around them and you're going to start to notice how they might stop fucking with you because you becoming your true self. And they not. It's a fucked up thing, but it's the truth. It's like, man, I love these people. These my people. I've been with them since day one, since I moved out here. I love them to death. And I'm speaking on personally right now. Third dimensional as fuck. They crazy as fuck. They hotheads. They always want to get in trouble. These my dogs. I known them ever since I moved out here. But I see the patterns. I can't, you know what I'm saying? They always fucking around. They always getting turned too much. That's just not my vibe no more. I'm sorry I can't go to the club with you, bro. I'm sorry. I just don't need to be around all that energy. I like to kick it at home. I like to, for the circle to be small. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just do this just to do this. There's a purpose and meaning behind everything I do. So when you moving like this, it's hard for people to keep up. Because people are doing things because this is what the world tells them to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold this video on too long. You know what I'm saying? But what you gotta understand is you gotta love yourself, accept yourself, and move forward. Because if you steady stagnant, whatever you want to call it, you could call it the higher power, you could call it the universe, you could call it spirituality, you could call it whatever. You're gonna start to see the punishments and the effects of every action you make. You're gonna start to see it. It's going to become undeniable. You can't run from it no more. That's why a lot of people just say ignorance is bliss. Because in some aspects, when you following your own train of thoughts, and you just going with the system, it works. It works. The system works. It works for people that's in it. So that's why I don't get mad at people that are bots, or I don't get mad at these type of people, because I understand that the chokehold. I understand that the system could work for certain people. The system just don't work for certain people as well. You know, we wake up because this world, we just see it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But first things first is just love yourself, accept yourself, become a more positive person, and you're going to naturally see yourself progress about this world. Focus on yourself, maintain your own energy. You're going to see the difference. You're going to see the improvements. You're going to start to shine. You're going to start to love yourself and accept yourself. It's natural. It's natural. Trust me. You ain't going to have no problems with people no more. People not going to just run up on you no more, because your energy is fierce. You know what I'm saying? People just not going to fuck with you no more. People just they're going to stay away from you. Your energy, God, whatever you want to call it, God won't even allow these people to fuck with you. It's not even possible no more. That's just where you are. They say you got that protection. That's what it is, bro. You're going to start being protected in every situation because you being your natural self. You being yourself. You see that problems aren't worth it. So you're not starting no arguments, or you're not arguing back, or you're not doing all this unnecessary shit because it's not necessary. Arguments stem from within. That has nothing to do with a fucking... You shouldn't be arguing about nothing in this matrix. I don't know what... The arguments is one of the most pointless things. Like, I'm thinking about it, and it's like, why in the fuck would I argue with somebody? Like, why would I argue with you? What the fuck is there to argue about? You know what I'm saying? But be clean, be healthy, take care of yourself. Like I said, we still live in a matrix, so if you got a job, I'm not hating on you. I'm not mad at you. Bro, I understand that you got a job. You got to make money. So I'm not telling you to quit your shit. Or I'm not telling you to do this, and that. I'm just telling you, look, learn how to be your best self. And that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe.